One of the things that I love the most about being an adult is eating whatever I want, whenever I want. Funnily enough, sometimes that can mean eating the same thing on repeat over and over and over again. And that's what I do with porridge for breakfast. Because who's gonna come and stop me? Nobody. I notice I stay full for much longer if I add protein powder to my porridge, so that's what I do most of the time. I still remember trying porridge for the first time in my life and absolutely hating it. Do you wanna know why? Believe it or not, it was prepared with water only. No milk, no plant milk, no nothing. Don't try that, trust me. It's supposed to be silky and creamy and smooth, not to taste like prison food. Some sort of milk is a must. And to take your porridge to the next level, try adding ghee like I do. I'm a firm believer that ghee makes everything better. I really don't understand people who say that porridge is boring, or that it gets boring if you eat it very frequently. Just how? There is literally a never-ending list of things you can top it with. You can have a different porridge every day, which in fact is exactly what I do. As the first topping, I'm chopping up some dark chocolate with pistachios. I was gonna add pistachio butter, but then decided not to go overboard and went for peanut butter instead. I really like mangoes, but sometimes it's so disappointing when you buy a mango and it's not as nice as you expected. That's why I decided to try this jar of mango in juice, however, it was way too expensive and not as good as I had hoped for. So here I am, trying to use it up. And because there's never enough fruit, I'm adding some frozen blueberries. Usually, I estimate my portions very well, but for some reason, this was one of those days where I wasn't able to finish any of my meals. I'm planning to eat some leftover meatballs for lunch, so I'm preparing some things to go with them. Boiled frozen peas and some air-fried fries. I say we should call them air fries. As per usual, I'm starving while cooking, so I'm snacking on some crackers with butter. I'm never slightly hungry, it's either not hungry at all or starving. So most of the times I start cooking when it's way too late and I get way too impatient. That's one of the reasons why, unlike most people, I really like eating leftovers, because all you gotta do is warm them up and you're ready to eat. We've recently been to Italy and brought a lot of sheep cheese back, which is the only kind of cheese I like, and I really have to try hard to eat as much of it as I can, because we definitely bought way too much. I'm warming the meatballs up in the air fryer with some cheese sprinkled on top. If you're still not doing it, try lining your air fryer basket with baking paper. It saves you so much work when cleaning up. I said it before and I'm gonna say it again. The green peas are just amazing. A vegetable and a source of protein at the same time. How cool is that? Learning about the importance of protein in one's diet was honestly one of the most important discoveries I ever made when it comes to food. When I was a kid, I was obviously taught to eat all my fruit and veggies. I was also told that sugar is not good for you. Fat is not good for you, but nobody was talking about protein. Funnily enough, it was with trial and error that I understood that the solution to my pretty extreme sugar cravings might be as simple as increasing my protein intake. Mind you, I still have a sweet tooth, but finally, I don't feel like it's completely out of control. Speaking of the sweet tooth, this was my dessert after lunch. And later on, when out and about, I couldn't resist this cashew and cocoa slice. The treat I had for snack was definitely too filling, because come dinner time I wasn't feeling hungry at all. What I usually do when it's time to eat and I'm not feeling hungry is have some sort of bread with something. I don't like skipping meals, and I especially don't like skipping dinner, because 99% of the times when I do, I go to sleep and can't fall asleep because I'm hungry. And so, unenthusiastically, I decided on a bread with scrambled egg. Mayo on one side, mustard on the other, and a lot of dill. Probably the only thing that got me excited about this dinner. Being completely random, I decided to sprinkle the mayo side of the sandwich with some nutritional yeast. I think this dinner would have been way better with boiled egg, but I only realized that once I scrambled the eggs. Then I ate it, regretting that I didn't boil them instead. Does this happen to anyone else, having major regret issues over something completely minor like the way you cooked your eggs. Or the way apples taste. This happens to me with apples as well. Like I buy an apple, I expect a certain taste, and then it's different, and I'm disappointed, and I don't really want to finish it. So, with no passion whatsoever, I ate my sandwich and went to bed. At least not hungry. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.